Hopefully you've watched at least one episode of Between the Black and the White before you found this extra installment. If so, thanks very much. If not, well, we're here, so we may as well get started. Between the black and the white is gray, and so am I. That is, my name is Gray. It's gray like the color gray if you're from the U.S., so the whole between the black and the white thing seemed fitting. Now, to be clear, my name is short for Graham, but I won't go into all the details about my name. Just suffice it to say that I'm Gray Rinehart. Now, some of you know me because I have written fiction, and some because I have written non-fiction. And some of you know me because I've written songs. And some of you know me for other reasons, through school or through the Air Force or through church or somewhere else. But the writing thing is kind of what I do. And what I want to do, what I try to do, what I intend and aspire to do is to write good words for good people. Not great words, not perfect words, but good words. And the fact that you are listening to the words that I'm saying right now makes you good people as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I'm going for. Good words for good people, and thank you for being here and just for being you. Now, by way of a more complete introduction, I'll let you know that I grew up, spent most of my childhood, and went to high school in Georgetown, South Carolina, which is part of the South Carolina coast known as the Grand Strand. And one particular barrier island on the coast, Pawleys Island, is known as the home of a ghost called the Gray Man. And the Gray Man shows up around the time of hurricanes or big storms. And I learned about the Gray Man pretty soon after I moved to the area, and he became something of an alter ego for me. I'll talk about him in a specific episode of the video series. But after high school, I stayed in South Carolina for college. I went to Clemson University in the upstate, and I got a degree in mechanical engineering. But it wasn't too long before I began telling people that I thought I had forgotten more mechanical engineering than I ever actually learned. After college, I went into the Air Force, and I did a lot of odd things in the Air Force. It had a pretty strange career as far as that went. I did some space and missile operations, satellite command and control, including being the commander at the Thule tracking station in Greenland. Did nuclear command and control in the mobile command and control squadron at Offutt Air Force Base, which included driving tractor-trailer trucks. I found that I was not very good at that. Also did technology security, and I ended my career on the air staff in what was known as, or probably still is known as, the Secretary and Chief of Staff's Executive Action Group, where I was a speechwriter for the Undersecretary of the Air Force. And at one time, the Undersecretary of the Air Force was also the Director of the National Reconnaissance Office. So I had a pretty eclectic career before I retired in 2006. When I retired, we moved down here to North Carolina, and very shortly thereafter, I got what is kind of a dream job for a geeky kind of person, working for Bain Books as a consulting editor, or a contributing editor, or as some people know me, the Slushmaster General, where I pick out stories out of the slush pile, and hopefully some of them end up being published. You can always recognize Bain Books by the very distinctive logo on the spine. And I've also been writing my own stories, writing my own songs, putting those kinds of things out. I guess in a way, just trying to find ways to express myself. And this video series is just one more of those.